The confusion of the enemy in the battlefields is only matched by the confusion in his home. Fight on, brave boys, fight on, heroes of our fatherland. Pursue the enemy, harass him, destroy the invader. March on, brave boys, now the victory is in sight. March on and hasten the disintegration of the enemy already set in motion. March on, young men.
Australia for to spend in this very space, then we move. Good morning once again, fellow Biafrans, and welcome to the space. We must continue regardless. The enemies will always be at the back. They can never have their way in this our restoration project. It is meant to be holy, and therefore we must keep it sacrosanct. That's just it. And nothing the enemies can do. Nothing the enemies can do. They will always fail. And this is why we are here this morning, without fear or favor, without looking any idiot's face. We must say the truth the way it is. And the lie can only last for a while, but not forever. Good morning once again. As we have been able to confirm the words of our Prime Minister, Ambassador Simon Ekpa, that Ejiofor is the eye of Nigerian government in IPOB. Ejiofor remains the eye of Nigerian government in IPOB, and today it is playing out. So he did not lie. Is a word, not prophecy. Is a word confirmed. He saw it when nobody have seen it, and he dropped it as a bombshell. The ball keep rolling, and today it is playing out. That really, Ejiofor is the eye of the Nigerian government in IPOB. We have busted him. There's no two ways about it. More with him. He has been busted, and he will remain forever busted. Fellow Biafrans, join us in the space this morning. Share this very space wherever you are. Share the space. It is very, very important. We have a lot to cover within this very 2 hours. That's why we don't have time for anything, any other talk, except we go straight to the point. So we must expose every exposable. On this note, I want to welcome you all, Biafrans, friends of Biafran, and lovers of freedom, those who Chukwokika Abiyama have sent to undertake this very task, those that were born for this very mission, those that were ordained to carry out this very task. Welcome you all once again. I say, may the Most High Chukwokika Abiyama continue to strengthen all of us as we expose this very evil before us. We must expose them all and move forward. So we have to proceed with our national anthem. Then off we go. Because Biafra will come, and no mortal can stop it. Nnamdi Kanu must be released, and no Jupiter can stop it. These are the two mandatory assignments before us, and we must, with pride, take this very assignment in full demonstration of our spirits, towards the land of the rising sun. You must take it without fear or favor. If you are of those that have a fainty heart, then you are not one of us. So, fellow Biafran, let us forge ahead as victory is at sight, as you just heard from our internal leader, Chief Chukwemeka Odumegwu. So he said we should march on, but victory is at sight. Here we go with our national anthem. This we ask and pray. Spirit of love, will come really. And bodies are free, shall always be upon Thank you, fellow Biafrans. Good morning from here. This is our Twitter space this morning, afternoon or night, depending on your time zone. We are bringing to you this very space this morning, and the generations to come will be proud of us. This is why we are here and will continue to be here. Welcome you all.
We are going to come with more stringent
broadcast this very afternoon. So let us hear this very announcement before we proceed with our prayers. Thank you very much.
We are going to come with more stringent mechanism. If Mazinam Bikano is not released, we will come with more tough, very tough. I am telling you, very, very tough mechanism is coming. After this one week sit at home, we'll come. It may not be sit at home again, believe me. It may not be sit at home. It's going to be something else. So we are coming. But this one we sit at home, I want everyone to pay attention. From the 3rd to the 5th of July, everywhere in Biafra now with other local. Don't go out to, as I am saying it now, what they are going to do is to start calling it. They will say, oh, so I'm never given order. They will burn this one and burn that one, and they will think that I'm going to run away. I'm not running away. I've just said it. Do not go out so they don't make you a scapegoat, because this is the blackmail Biafra. Don't give them opportunity to vote you and take your video and start posting it. Because I'm never started again. This one, you do not give the opportunity to do that. Listen and listen very attentively. Do not go out so that you will not fall a victim of Nigerian government. From the 3rd to the 5th of July, every Biafra land will be under lockdown. On the 6th of July, you are going to go to the market, buy groceries, buy things for yourself, for your family, and do your business. On the 6th, we want every market to open. Then on the 7th of July to 10th, everywhere will be locked down. Don't say we did not tell you. Nigeria, there are this kind of, like trees looking for to kill and who to eat. Do not come out and say, Samareba this, Samareba that. Next thing is Samareba. I will order the sit at home again and again, even if you fall the victim of Nigerian government, because you are not going to say we did not warn you.
Thank you very much, and here we proceed. Chukwu Okike Abiama, onye bi n'eluigwe. We worship and we thank you. We glorify your holy name, for there is none like thee in all the earth. You created everything, and at your own pleasure and your own will, and you said, behold, that all are good. It is very good. Thank you, Chukwu Okike Abiama, for creating us in your image, after your likeness. Thank you for making us the first. Thank you for ever being with us from our ancestors down to this very wonderful generation of IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra on autopilot. We thank you for separating the chaff completely from the wheat. Thank you for disgracing those who thought they have arrived. Thank you, Chukwu Okike Abiama, for you continue to pull down the canopies of the enemies. This is our prayer this very afternoon. And we pray that you bless all indigenous persons of Biafra that has attuned his heart to do righteous. Thank you, Chukwu Okike Abiama, for we know you will be with our Prime Minister. Even in a few hours' time, he will be in Australia for a virtual tour meeting. May it be fruitful. You bless all our mother, bless all principal officers of the Biafran Republic government in exile, and everyone in this very space. May everyone's contribution bring an upliftment, bring a consolation, bring a solace to the heart of Biafra. This is our prayer. This is our supplication to you, O Father, the most holy one in heaven. Yes, good morning, fellow Biafrans. We have to proceed without wasting much of our time. And the preamble or the introduction of our topic this morning said, Ejiofor, Ozekhome, my warning and predictions. So probably in the past, you might have won these two individuals. So this is a very avenue for you to come and exploit and tell us how you won them and how you see their dubious characters in IPOB and why you raise the alarm. This is the time for a constructive statement direct to these very two criminals. Ozekhome was lured into it, we know, but he did not respect his office, and he allowed a criminal 419er to deceive him. But as you know what? Ignorance is never an excuse, the court of law. So that you're ignorant of any law does not exonerate you from the punishment. So they have chosen to become the bed of a feather that flocks together. We have to deal with them one after the other and deal with them collectively. They must collect this water, this final water, because they are the one giving Nigeria life and more days to live. And we have come, and we have come, and our coming is with brimstone. Our coming is with fire. Our coming is with the floods in the time of Noah. We have come to make sure that everything that is not of Chukwu Okike Abiama manifesting itself within the corridor of our government is hereby eliminated. So that's why we are here. And remember last week when we started this very campaign, I gave Ejiofor Monday to go and see Onyendu, and he did not go. I extended it Thursday, which I said it is the final date for him if he did not go to see Onyendu. I never knew that something Chukwu Okike Abiama has something special after the expiration of our ultimatum. And just yesterday, the news broke all around. And it's not a bad news to Biafra, but the Ekans, the Ekans, those who want to have equal power with Onyendu, those who want to control him mentally, spiritually, and physically are held responsible for their unjust actions. And this is just the beginning. We shall not give any room for any nonsense, because Biafra is our priority. Biafra is our mandate, and we must live to accomplish the mandate that Chukwuka Abiyama have delivered to us. I want Ejiofor in particular, who started this campaign on Twitter Space, and that is why we are coming here for the conclusion. After today, no one again talks about Ejiofor. The next topic will be the day the final canopy of those demon officers everywhere they call DOS will be pulled down. Definitely it's going to happen. Their canopy will be pulled down and nobody will run there for any shit anymore. So their errors should take silence of this. And this is why we're organizing this very space. Good morning once again. Arize, I'm sending you a co-host. Okay, thank you very much. You have accepted. And I will hand over the mic to you from here. Good morning, Mazi Arize, and good morning, fellow Biafrans. Thank you, over to you.
Good morning, fellow Biafrans. We are going to be moving this discussion to very important areas where we know are necessary for Biafrans to listen to. This is a Twitter space discussion, and the most important things are going to be discussed. We are going to move this broadcast to where most important things were discussed, and where the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the Agune Chamber 1 of Biafra, the Prime Minister in the person of Mazi Simon Ekpa spoke. So we are going to move it to where he spoke, and enjoy and listen carefully. Thank you, Biafrans.
Best, they will do everything. They committed a lot of evil. Anybody that a prime minister tries to work with, he tries to interfere and find a way to get the person. But his time is up. His time is up, and with time we still get to him, because now he's afraid to go to he's afraid to go to Biafra land. So he's just he's stuck up.
Matched on Ejiofor that if they don't want him in the legal team, and it's just like a play. And just 29
speakers. So just come up, air your mind, because
which, yes, of course, the enemies will try their best. They will do everything for coast. You are not to Duduwa, Yoruba, or territory to anybody. We are going with all our people. If you don't like it, you conduct a referendum. That is the only way out. It's not about talking nonsense on the issue of Ejiofor and Barrister Ozekhome. It is a deal done. It is a deal done. It doesn't matter what you people write on social media. Yesterday, Ejiofor ran out to write nonsense, trying to deceive those he can be deceiving. And the DOS trying to be pretending they don't know this and that. How can this? All these things are grammar. You are gone. From the day Biafrans passed vote of no confidence on you is the day that your own end. Because Biafra is for the people. We are the people. It is not about few individuals. Talking about who signed you and not who signed you, that is not the problem. We are the Biafrans. We do not want you again. Go and rest. It's not by force. Why are you forcing yourself into doing something that the people say no? Ejiofor, you are gone, and gone forever. And also a special thanks to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family for standing out bold to do the needful. Biafra, to get Biafra is a collective.
Yes, and also this is also a
And to
vote
get
of
yes.
yes, I think it's also a vote of no confidence. Is going round. Vote of no confidence is going round. If we conduct an online pool now, you discover that many people will disapprove of their services in our legal team. So it's a vote of no confidence on them and all the criminals that they're working with. It's time for our leader to come out. The time is near. And
Sure.
we are bringing out everything. We are bringing out everything. Trust me, they don't know what is coming.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Mazi Success, I don't know if you are still there. Are you there?
I'm here.
Please take over the mic and continue, my brother. While we wait for others to join. Thank you.
Okay, a few weeks ago, we conducted a vote of no confidence on that was on the 29th of May. I couldn't say 2 weeks ago. Let me just be precise with the date. 29th of May, 2023, there was a vote of no confidence on Nigerian politicians serving in Biafra land, and Ejiofor was also as well included in that very vote of no confidence. And Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, said something. He said, this vote of no confidence is more of spiritual than you can ever think. That it will start to manifest immediately. And we had that vote of no confidence on Zoom, and everybody voted. 99.9, I guess, 0.1% of vote casted. And everybody lashed on Ejiofor that they don't want him in the legal team. And it's just like a play. And just 29th, it's not up to 1 month. The judgment of the Lord has already started from the house of the Lord himself. And Ejiofor, judgment then picked Ejiofor, and Michael Ozekhome, because of Michael Ozekome's lackadaisical attitude, listening to unprofessional 419 who confessed how they were duping people in Lagos when he was in school. Ejiofor is a 419. He's not a lawyer. The Nigerian government positioned him in IPOB to monitor, and he has gone deep in IPOB. I'm telling the truth. Ejiofor is not like Barrister Obeta, who first of all handled into this matter. Ejiofor came into IPOB as a lawyer, and he has gone deep to all sectors of IPOB, both finance, both defense, everywhere. The Kangchuko Kikabiama, we start emancipating our people. And today, our people are free. At least our commanders are no longer being killed anymore. They know they have. When Simon said they have lost contact of our commanders, many people don't believe it. And when Simon said we have cast vote of no confidence on Ejiofor, many people do not believe it. What is going on? Even Kanunta was not part of the vote of no confidence we had. They made some kind of statement. But the spirit now pushed the family. You must do something. It's time for him to come. And they are ranting everywhere. He hurriedly come up yesterday to put up some peace, which there was a lot of mistakes in his writing because his spirit left him. His spirit left him automatically. And the sewage rats, we are doing everything to defend. But in Ejiofor's writing, it also pointed out that Onyendu extended this message to them unthought. That he needed a doctor. And this is the person he needs. And because Ejiofor said it did not go through him or through Michael Ozekhome, he called the DSS to stop the doctor. Empowering our leader's life. Endangering his life. In fact, what they needed to do to Ejiofor is more than sack. But let us hold that one. until we become a sovereign nation.
Yeah,
Ejiofor committed crime. You want to say something?
yes, the idiot is gallivanting. I just want to let him know that we know how he's gallivanting in Abuja with two loyalists that he follows about like his security. So we know him. We are eyes. You know, he was the eye of the Nigerian government in IPOB. But let him know that our eyes are on him, and we know what he's doing, how he has destroyed IPOB family in Abuja, and all that he's doing, and those that are loyal to him. So Ejiofor's downfall has started, and it will not end here. So I just wanted to chip that in. So he didn't just end in him not being a lawyer again, but we know his underground work, the things he's trying to do. We know the crimes he has committed, how he has destroyed IPOB in the northern region, but we still come to that. So just continue.
All right. I have, let me say this. The northern rep, Maazi Uchenede, had issue with the criminals in the US because of a certain question he asked. I thought that Ejiofor is with him or was with him. Never knew that Ejiofor, that time Ejiofor still communicates Maazi Simon Ekpa. They used to communicate frequently. Unknown to us that Ejiofor is looking for a way to penetrate Simon Ekpa. So the guy called me and we discussed on a confidential issue about the North. So that's okay. A week to the implementation of what we discussed, Ejiofor sent DSS to go and arrest the guy. They arrested the guy just to make sure that the entire North are loyal to the US, because everybody in the North has left the US. Everybody in the northern Nigeria has left the US, except those criminals that they, last 2 months they were contributing money, 10 million naira to go and build a radio station in Finland. Foolish people. So Ejiofor kidnapped Uchenede since October, and he's in DSS. He never appeared in court for 1 day. Not even a single day. And go ahead.
Yes, he's evil. People really don't know that man. That man is evil. He's the northern and the real IPOBs in the north, they have really left him behind. He's just trying to fight. It's just very few foolish people who are actually benefiting. Those that is giving recharge card money that are still following him about. But we know all that, and we will still come to him. He has committed a lot of evil. Anybody that a prime minister tries to work with, he tries to interfere and find a way to get the person. But his time is up. His time is up, and with time, we still get to him, because now he's afraid to go he's afraid to go to Biafra land. So he's just he's stuck up. So he's trying to find a way to get some ground. But this sacking that we have done to him, now that he's not meeting Onyendu, I think that's the biggest slap. All of them are panicking. They don't even know what is coming.
So that is one of the most, that's one of Ejiofor's sin. And he kept that guy in detention up till now. They have not charged him. He has not been taken to court. He's obstructing the wife from seeing her husband in the DSS dungeon. Are you talking about the Obasi, Maazi Obasi? When he tried to kill Maazi Obasi in Anambra State, the commander of Lion Squad, he couldn't. He framed Obasi up. Obasi is in DSS dungeon. He has committed a lot of things. And he is the eye of Chinasa Nwuru in this very land. Normally, Chinasa, they don't have any other person following them. Just only few criminals, just as you said in Abuja there are only few criminals. And this very slap, they landed him now. This very slap that landed in his eye now. I think those who following him will really know that this man is not working for Biafra, let alone working for Nnamdi Kanu. They have to find their way. We have breaking their wings. Ejiofor will begin to pay for all those things he has done, all those people that he has killed, all those nonsense that he has done in IPOB. He will begin to pay one after the other. He should wait. There is still time for him. There is still time. Let him go and see Onyendu. Let us see. If you say Canada is not right, if you say the family doesn't have the right to attack you, go and see Onyendu. See, you are his Moses Russell. Proceed by Monday, 2 days to come. Go and see Onyendu. Then tell Onyendu that this is the misinformation that Kanuta is giving Biafra. That is misinforming Biafra. Then, if Kanuta is wrong, then he will punish in his own way. We still challenge Ejiofor. Go and see Onyendu. But it is too late. And we are telling him, return all the case file. Return it. Onyendu's freedom is at hand. And Biafra, get ready. Get ready, Biafrans. Wear your dancing shoe. The day of the Lord is here. And we are to rejoice and be glad in it. The first devil and the most powerful of the devil has been removed, which is Ejiofor. Ejiofor going out of IPOB is the best thing that has ever happened to this struggle. And who made it possible? IPOB autopilot. We don't work with criminals, no matter your position. We don't fear toes to match or to step on. We don't fear. Once we cite an element of corruption, element of devilish attitude in you, you are gone completely. And when we come to our holy platform, enter Biafra. They have to very get to Biafra. You know, people don't know. People don't know that people don't know the platform they listen to. This is not Radio Biafra. Enter Biafra. It is the gateway to Biafra. The moment we cite your devilish behavior, the gate will shut against you. And the righteous one will proceed and start making their headway into the land of freedom. Enter Biafra is our gateway, and the Ejiofor has just been shot out of the door. And more are coming. I employ all the irats. Repent now. Those of you who were misled, not those who are deliberately committing evil against Biafran people, pointing to Nigeria that this is member of IPOB. Do you know they do it? Pointing to their killer squad. This is this one. The DOS did something. Oh, do you know these people plant exhibit? If they know where you live, they will come and plant exhibit and send GSS to go and search your house or to go and search your environment. I have done it to one of us, a very formidable Biafran, but God saved him. He said he was driving from Bayelsa to Delta State. A very close brother of his planted bullets in his vehicle, not knowing, and refused to follow that vehicle, followed another vehicle, was following them at the back. They were beating checkpoints. At a point, the car stopped. He called the driver, one of the driver close there, because it's a road used to apply, to come and check. The guy was searching and find out that very one packet of bullet inside it. He said, "Oh, bros, what is this doing inside your car?" He's shocked. And oh, this is what these people do under the instruction of Ejiofor. Once they look for a way to get you, no way, they'll plant the exhibit around you. This is what they do. The guy was narrating the story to me. I said, "You mean it?" Say God save him today. This is the work of...
In fact, success. They don't, once they smell that you already know their secret and truth, your life is already in danger. That's how wicked. These guys are very, very wicked and heartless. A lot of our people are still scared of today as I'm talking to you because of this man. And because they feel they are untouchable, they have the link, they work with our enemies, and so they feel they are protected. But we are getting to the end. That's just my happiness, and they will pay for all their crimes and sins. China Samura and all that, the kind of evil, the kind of men that these people have mowed down, just because they maintained their integrity, they say no, that they are not going to back down. and decided to go against them. But time will come when all of them will pay. China Samburu cannot go back to Biafra land. He knows that.
And not even survive it. They will not be brief. Update us. He has never for once make like to represent it. He has made highness. One of Biafra land. Our Prime Minister, you are welcome. You are welcome. I yield my mic. Our Prime Minister, Ambassador Simon Ekpa, Agune Chamber 1. Who made you go?
Please complete this name. Call the whole name. Complete it, please. Please complete the whole name.
Ambassador Ekpa Simon Njoko, ESN, the dragon himself, Agune Chamber. Who made you go? You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. You have dealt with them. You're welcome. You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. From my location, and my location is not Finland at this point.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Otoku, you're welcome, Mazi. Good afternoon.
Yes. I want to thank every one of you that is making sure that the Biafra liberation phase is alive and kicking on the media side, social media, and in every other part and aspect of this struggle. You guys are working morning, night, afternoon to make sure that the information are disseminated and the awareness is created and the people are aware of what is going on at every point in time. I know that whenever I appear here, I don't know how you people do it. I don't know the kind of spirit that is controlling Biafra people. Everybody will just troop into this space, and I can see that the people are trooping in. However, I want people to understand that we are winning in every front of this particular liberation. The kind winning we are winning is to winning. The winning is not something to be right home about. The winning is just too much. The winning is unimaginable. The winning is unbelievable. The winning is like, I don't know how to say it, that some of you do not know what is going on, but I'm telling you that the winning is too much. So, some of you who have followed this particular issue of Ejiofor, the eyes of the Nigeria government in IPOB. When the God of the land revealed who Ejiofor is and asked us to go out there and expose him, we did. Every step of the way after the exposition of Ejiofor, the God of the land also revealed where and what he was doing, including killing cows, sending cows to all manner of oracles in Orifte, sending cows to different Arushi in Biafra land. We monitored all this movement. I have told everyone who care to listen, any day Ejiofor hands over the file of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will start from that day. I have made it very clear that the only reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the DSS have the impetus to hold Onyendu is because of Ejiofor, who is the eyes of the Fulani in IPOB. Ejiofor is the one giving them false hope, guaranteeing them that nothing will happen. And any day they see that Ejiofor has handed over the file of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to him, that will be the beginning of the freedom. from that particular day. Now, the removal of Ejiofor and Ozekhome is official from the sibling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I want everybody to know that I was shouting about it. For the past months, Ejiofor refused to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the obvious reason, being that he knows what is to come. So forget the smoke of a pistol. Writing this and that is not going to change anything or change the fact that he is going to be gone and gone for good. All of you who have followed this particular struggle from the time that the Ejiofor tried everything to manipulate and destroy the struggle so that he's going to become the Alen Onyema II. You know, there are different ways to do business and get yourself enriched in Nigeria. One of them is to stop agitation. The second is to stop militant group. If you have access to stop militant group from engaging in bombing the pipelines and you convince Nigeria that you can stop them, you become a billionaire overnight. They will give you the contract. You stop them. That's what Ejiofor wanted to do. Ejiofor wanted to use IPOB to become a billionaire by engaging the Southeast governors, making himself the most trusted person to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the reason why he is making, or he was making the comment of I am the most trusted, is to continue to buy the trust of those who believed in him and paid him off to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. So that most trusted person he was saying is not for you, not for me, because you believing that he's the most trusted person does not add anything to his table, does not add anything to his name. But the reason why he's making such statement boldly in the public without anybody countering him as the most trusted person to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is because of the politician, because of the Nigeria government. He wants to continue to assure them that he is the one who has the power to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has the power to destroy the IPOB, who has the power to destroy the Biafra movement because he is the most trusted to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And for that reason, whatever happens, even with the movement that the other piloted IPOB was piloting, he is always trying to tell the Nigerian government there has nothing to do with IPOB or with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is what has been going on, which is the reason every time they come to give statement, money has changed hand. So my people, today, it is happening. That particular pregnancy that we're covering is open. You can't cover it anymore. The stomach and the belly has grown very, very big. And I want everybody to understand that this is just the beginning. I told him I will be his end in this movement, including the end of those criminals that we have expelled. Today, it is happening. Every single thing we have said has come to pass. The only one that is remaining is the day Biafra will come. And I'm saying it again, I know the date this Biafra we are fighting is going to come. And I want everyone to follow very, very carefully the event as they are going to be unfolding going forward. We have the key to Biafra. And I repeat it again, I know the date Biafra will come. What they try to do is when they ask you, what has the autopilot or Simon Ekpa do or done for the past 2 years? Tell them we don't need to do anything differently other than making sure that the struggle for Biafra and the independence of Biafra is now in the highest level in the history of Biafra freedom fighting. Tell them, in the history of Biafra freedom fighting, how many freedom fighters has been identified to have endorsed American president, and the endorsement were recognized by those who are the campaign team leaders of that president. Today, we are recognized among those who have endorsed President Trump. Not only that, how many of these criminals that have been expelled who almost destroyed and ended the life of Onyendu, were able to take the awareness of Biafra to the highest level. European Union, not all those things they do, they say they want to go and start making noise in the street, carrying flag, constituting nuisance in the street of Europe. We don't do that. We are civilized. We have taken the struggle to a new dimension, just like Onyendo rightfully said. We are learned people. We have professors, doctors, serving the government of Biafra Republic in exile. So we do things in a modernized way. We don't go and start carrying flag and shouting up and down. Nobody comes to you after shouting, oh, what are you doing? Who are you? Can we write to the government? Let us contact the president of the country that you are protesting. No, we take our own particular protest in writing to every government officials in most parts of the world. We contact presidents, we contact head of state, we contact prime ministers as a government, and me, as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Government in Exile, I write officially to government to government. I don't engage in street protest. And street protest does not bring anything to the table. These are the criminals who have come to make Biafra their career. They used to go out, organize themselves, and start poisoning each other after the protest to deceive those who contribute money and monthly dues to them. We don't do that. Our own is productive liberation and agitation. The productive is that we write to government and they respond to us. And we put them on notice and they know we are serious. Now we are commanding the Biafra Liberation Army in addition to the Eastern Security Network. So it is not just about the diplomatic war. We are also engaging the enemy of Biafra in the guerrilla warfare. We may not call it a conventional war, but we are fighting what we call multi-dimensional, and using what we call multi-dimensional approach. We fight diplomatically, we fight physically, we fight with arms to protect our land. That's why we are different. So what they could not achieve for the past 20 years, we have achieved it within 6 months. We have been able to create the highest awareness in Biafra struggle. You can't beat that. So when they ask you, what have they done for the past 2 years? Ask them, what have they done for the past 13 years in the struggle for Biafra? Nothing. When we entered this struggle, there were no arms anywhere. Eastern Security Network don't have arms. We provided arms for them. And we continue to provide. And those of them who are involved in what we are doing know what I'm saying. Everything was disorganized, almost destroyed. We restored it. We restored the hope for Biafra. We restored the struggle back to life and now catapulted it to the highest level of liberation in human history. Today, our government in exile is well organized, better than any country in the past. It is a history. So I challenge anybody, tell me, which country ever had formed the republic government in exile and they were well organized like us? I'm talking about countries who actually have gotten their freedom after they formed the government in exile. I want you to go and check the history. We have the most organized government in exile in the history of freedom fighting. So let us go to research. So if they ask you, what has Ekpa done? Tell them what we did is that we did not allow them to destroy the Biafra hope, to destroy the Biafra movement, to destroy the legacy of Mazina Mbekano. We didn't allow them to do that. And when they tell you that it was the criminals, DOS, that bring the sit-at-home, it's a lie. I was the first person to announce sit-at-home before them. I was the first person. It was after the first, so let us set this record very straight. Because I watched a video somebody sent to me today.
Prime Minister.
Yes.
Prime Minister, it was on 26th of July,
Yes.
2021. You announced a sit-at-home on 26th of July, 2021. Ahead of Onyendu's appearance in court that day.
Exactly.
And they announced Monday sit-at-home on the 9th of August.
Exactly. Thank you very much for that record. So I want everybody to take this record. Anywhere you see them blabbing, who put the sit-at-home, correct them. Because when they continue to lie, it becomes truth. The truth and the fact is that I announced the sit at home before anybody after the kidnapping of Onyendu. It was the idea of the sit at home that Nelly Ofebu discussed with the criminal in Kuwait. And Nelly Ofebu told the criminal in Kuwait that, look at, Simon Ekpa ordered the sit at home and the people have observed it. And it is better that they put the sit at home as well. That was when the criminal in Kuwait went and rushed to Radio Biafra and they started shouting sit at home every Monday. It was me that initiated it, just like Success just rightly said. So when you see them saying, who put this sit at home, tell them it's a lie. Simon Ekpa did it in the first place before they copied it. And the spirits have never possessed them. Now the spirit has possessed the entire Biafra. We are moving forward. The sit at home is coming. And I want to make something very clear this afternoon. We are going to bring a plan for possible palliative to Biafra people during this particular historic sit at home for 1 week. We are making plan and preparing for possible palliative. I did not say, pay attention before you carry the news. I did not say that we are going to bring palliative. We are preparing and making plan for possible palliative to Biafra people. So wait in the subsequent announcement and the program we are going to be making for what is to happen and how this palliative is going to take place. So we are going to announce it and we have enough time to put all these things in place. But we are making preparation and plan for possible palliative to Biafra people during the 7 days at home. Thank you very much. I will be hanging around here for question and answer.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here with us. And you have just given us a renewed hope. But I will assure everybody, go and watch Prime Minister's broadcast on the 25th of July 2021. You will see where he was announcing the sit at home on the 26th of July, which appeared in court. His first appearance in court. Then, on the 9th of August 2021, was when we started our Monday sit at home. And on the 16th of August, it was cancelled. And we observed it. Down to September, when Prime Minister said, no, I will stand with our people. He advised us to obey the US. And we said no, that we must sit until they give us alternative. We will not drop this very sit at home. And on September, he came to join his people, say, I will join the sit at home. The spirit of Biafra said no to sit at home cancellation. And that's how the sit at home progresses. Don't mind anybody saying US put sit at home. They didn't put sit at home. You July 2021. And on 26th, it was observed. And you said, you made a statement that day. You said, every court appearance of Onyendu must be sit at home. I won't forget that very broadcast. Any remarkable date like that, I don't used to forget the date. As you say it, I have already crammed the date. Thank you very much, Prime Minister, for being here with us. And if you have a question, please, just question. Let me start with Chris. Chris, please mute yourself and go through your point because I think Prime Minister will engage any moment from now.
Yes, thank you very much, Mazi Success. Thank you very much, my PM, Biafra, Republic Government in Exile, Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. I want to use this very opportunity to give you a special thanks for what you have been doing for Biafrans. May God continue to bestow on you the power and the knowledge to be able to serve Biafrans just the way you are doing. You are doing a very wonderful job. I don't know how to thank you. May God continue to bless you. But Mazi, I have a very important question because the enemies, the criminals have only one weapon now they use to deceive people. They are going about importing people, telling them to disregard what the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, that they did not employ Barrister Ejiofor and their lawyer and Ozekhome into being the legal this thing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they have no right to sack him. That is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that have right to sack any lawyer that is representing him, that is IPOB that employed them. You understand? And if you watch such statement in his writing, he said that the document he have with him are still with him from IPOB as the person that will represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So Mazi, please, I want you to throw more light on this in order to, create the awareness to Biafrans on the issue concerning this. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. I really do not have enough time. I will be joining my people in Australia in the next few minutes. So if you are part of our media team, please, I urge you to go and take charge of the Zoom meeting for the Australia tour today, which is happening in the next 2 minutes. So I can see Biafra 247 here. And please, if you're any of the media teams, so please go and take charge of the Zoom. The Zoom is open, and we are expecting the media team to be there already. So I will join you people immediately after this particular answering this question. But yes, the point is that it does not matter who hired Ejiofor and who didn't hire Ejiofor. What matters is that the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has made it very clear that they have been sacked, and that's it. Of course, we know in a matter like this, the client himself also have have a role to play by also making that particular removal known to the person in question. So at this point, what is happening is something that I am very well aware of. I have knowledge of the fact that Ejiofor has been running away from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since the last court. He has never visited him. So the question everybody should be asking is, Ejiofor claimed he visited him yesterday. So if he visited him yesterday, why did he not come to tell Biafrans what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told him? Another thing is that, like I've always said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in dungeon, and there are some certain things that he's very, very cautious of. So, and this particular issue of the removal of Ejiofor and Ozekhome is one of the things that, knowing fully well how deep Ejiofor is in the mess of IPOB and the criminals in the DOS, Ejiofor is not just the eye of the government of Nigeria in IPOB. Ejiofor is a criminal. Ejiofor knows those who they use to commit all manner of evil in the name of IPOB. Ejiofor commands some of the criminals. He knows very well. And most of this particular information, anybody who is deep-rooted into the movement knows what I'm talking about. So Ejiofor is somebody that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should handle with care because of how deep he is into the Biafra movement. And secondly is that somebody like that should not even go close to representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court because he already has been compromised. The compromising of Ejiofor is that, first of all, the Nigeria government, who knows what he is doing, is using the criminality of Ejiofor in the Biafra movement to blackmail him. So, and with such person and with such character or with such record, you can never 100%,
important question because the enemies, the criminals have only one weapon now they use to deceive people. They are going about importing people, telling them to disregard what the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, that they did not employ Barrister Ejiofor and lawyer and Ozekhome into being the legal this thing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they have no right to sack him. That is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that have right to sack any lawyer that is representing him. That is IPOB that employed them. You understand? And if you watch Ejiofor made such statements in his writing, awareness to Biafrans.
Part of our media team. So please go, and point is that we know in a matter like this, the client himself also have have a role to play by also making that particular removal known to the person in question. So at this point, what is happening is something that I am very well aware of. I have knowledge of the fact that Ejiofor has been running away from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since the last court. He has never visited him. So the question everybody should be asking is, Ejiofor claimed he visited him yesterday. So if he visited him yesterday, why did he not come to tell Biafrans what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told him? Another thing is that, like I've always said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a dungeon, and there are some certain things that he's very, very cautious of. So, and this particular issue of the removal of Ejiofor and Ozekhome is one of the things that, knowing fully well how deep Ejiofor is in the mess of IPOB and the criminals in the DOS, Ejiofor is not just the eye of the government of Nigeria in IPOB. Ejiofor is a criminal. Ejiofor knows those who they use to commit all manner of evil in the name of IPOB. Ejiofor commands some of the criminals. He knows very well. And most of this particular information, anybody who is deep-rooted into the movement knows what I'm talking about. So Ejiofor is somebody that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should handle with care because of how deep he is into the Biafra movement. And secondly is that somebody like that should not even go close to representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court because he already has been compromised. The compromising of Ejiofor is that, first of all, the Nigeria government, who knows what he is doing, is using the criminality of Ejiofor in the Biafra movement to blackmail him. So, and with such person and with such character or with such record, you can never 100%, defend a client. Let's take, for example, somebody like Aloy Ejimako. Aloy Ejimako have nothing to do with IPOB activities. He has nothing to do. He don't know who is the commander. He doesn't know where camp is. He does not know who is the native doctor doing any charm for anybody. But Ejiofor knows native doctor. Ejiofor knows the commanders. Ejiofor's house is being guided before, not now, because we removed all of them. Ejiofor's house is being guided by commanders of the ESN in those days, not now. Even at the time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and returned to Nigeria, people in Ejiofor's house were all ESN members. His driver is an ESN member. And so with such person, you know that you are in for a very deep shit. So it was the highest mistake that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made, was to bring in Ejiofor. But let me tell you people that when Ejiofor came, he was not a member of IPOB. Today, Ejiofor is a member of the inner circle of the criminals in IPOB. But when he came to defend Onyendu in the first place, it was not. And I want you people to know one thing. Somebody who introduced Ejiofor to Onyendu is in DSS dungeon today. Ejiofor has prevented every attempt to defend this guy and bring him out. Ejiofor has prevented it. You know, the day I'm going to come out for that is coming. Not yet. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for something before I will come to that. Ejiofor, the person that introduced Ejiofor to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, that is Ejiofor running mouth today, the person is now in DSS custody, facilitated by Ejiofor. Ejiofor was the one who planned the DSS to kidnap the guy. And they kidnapped the guy. Ejiofor has refused to go for the guy. Even when we have attempted sending other lawyers to go for that guy, Ejiofor blocked everything. So people don't know how bad and wicked Ejiofor is. What the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done is something that we have been asking them to do for a very long time. And so I am not surprised and I am not also shocked with the response coming from Ejiofor. It's just what we call the sign of a dying horse. He's just going to do this tika, just few days. He is gone. He is gone and gone for good. And once he hand over the file, you can imagine the idiot coming to say the file he has is for IPOB. Who is IPOB? Who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He's an idiot. If we have file for IPOB, who formed the IPOB that you have the file for? Is it not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So he is now not representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but representing IPOB. That is what he is trying to tell you. And because he's not a good lawyer, he will tell you that he has the IPOB file and not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu file. So what he should have done is to say that he has the file of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not IPOB. Who is IPOB? Is IPOB a client? IPOB is not his client. His client is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Did they kidnap IPOB from Kenya? Is it IPOB that is serving dungeon in dungeon in DSS? The answer is no. Person that is being detained is an individual, not organization. So Ejiofor, as a criminal, he is very, very confused person. Should, of course, I've exposed him a lot for everyone to know he's not just, in fact, he's the lowest person that can ever represent a high-profile case like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He cannot come to say the file he has for IPOB. Is IPOB a person, human name? The person he is representing in court is called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Okukanu. And so, if he's going to have any file, the file he's going to have is the file of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not the file of IPOB. If it is about the proscription of IPOB as organization, then he may have a file. But the file we are talking about is not a file of proscription of IPOB. We are talking about a file of extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and a file of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being detained in the DSS dungeon, and his siblings and family has issued ultimatum, and that ultimatum is final, publicly a very strong reason preventing doctors from going to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ejiofor said that they were not informed, that you cannot go and do surgery while you didn't inform the lead counsel. The same Ejiofor is posted today or yesterday that the doctor only went there to examine him. So if the doctor only went there to examine him and possibly give a statement which could be used to facilitate the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they blocked it and then come later on to say, oh, they were just went there to, yet the idiot and criminal allow this expert criminal in DOS to start attacking Aloy Ejimako, who facilitated the visit of these two doctors. Does that make sense to you? No, it doesn't make sense. But God will continue to expose them. So what I'm responding to you is that the family has done the right thing and they'll have no choice other than to succumb. Because Mazina rightly, outrightly say that Ejiofor, you have been removed. But they also have a very strong role to play in removing Ejiofor and every other person who they see that is sabotaging the release and the freedom of their brother. And Ejiofor has been removed. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may not pronounce him today, but tomorrow the information may come and it will be very, very clear. So it does not matter whether it is today. But I know that if they are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make that pronouncement, he is going to make it in a matter of days. He's going to make that pronouncement in a matter of days. I'm very, very convinced. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you for this wonderful answer. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And then now,
Thank you.
please, you have to excuse people, please.
We are telling you.
Please, hold on. I have a request for you, please.
You just heard that I am joining a tour. You know, Australia people are waiting for me, and I don't want to keep them waiting. So that tour has just started 8 minutes ago. So next time you see me on space, please, you can ask a question. Thank you very much.
No problem.
We are joining you anyway. We are joining you. Thank you, sir. And we are starting that event. So thank you everyone for coming.
And we are going to return back in this space some days. Keep the fire burning. As other of my colleagues will also be coming on space after this very important historic international tour to Australia by our Prime Minister. So I want to thank everybody. And Master Arize, do you have anything? I want you to just share up their front and let us move.
No, we don't want to waste time. Let us follow up what is going on there. Yes,
thank you. God bless you all. God bless Biafra and every one of you. Let us,
please. Is it?
Thank you very much.
He's talking about the link. He's talking about the link, right?
Link.
Yeah.
The link is shared on. Okay, don't worry. I will share the password and the listen to on my Twitter page now after this.